We'd done quite a few renovation projects, but when it came to wanting to do a build here at Omaha, we really needed some help.
So we approached Keith Homes to help us.
We'd had one meeting with James and we had started to talk to him about a couple of ideas we had.
Our biggest surprise was how flexible and accommodating everybody at Keith were.
So we gave that brief to the team at Keith and they went away and did their magic.
We'd settled on the plan, but no, James even went a bit further. He took it to the architects, and that's when we ended up with what we call the V of the property. So it just made it look so much nicer. I had always thought that Keith was cookie cutter. You had to get what they showed you on the plan, but none of it was a problem. So I was able to say, hey, how about this? Could I do this? And the answer was always yes. The build started very smoothly, and then we got into 2020 and COVID hit.
We were going, how on earth are we gonna figure out this stuff? The thing that we found so helpful was we go to Keith and we say, here's where we're hit. And it's a nightmare. And they just turn around and go, hey, we'll deal with it. We found decking timber when no one else in the country could get decking timber. The same with flooring, same with a whole lot of other fittings. And their relationships with suppliers and the amount of time they've been around in the industry, it sort of turned out they were the postman. They turned up and delivered.
Even as late as, we're 4 years down the track, and I can still contact Mark and say, hey, what was the wooden floor that we got? We've got a scratch on the floor or something. They're just always there.
As people embark on, a new build journey, I guess you've got to have some idea of what you're wanting to achieve. You've got to then speak to a builder who's prepared to listen and solve essentially the problems or the concepts that you've laid out that you're wanting to achieve. And that's what we found so good with Keith. We went with Keith and like I said, the postman delivered.